Stephanie, and today's video is all about thrifting. I love all kinds of thrifting, from crappy, smelly, digging through bins of clothes kind of thrifting, all the way up to high-end vintage thrifting. I love it all. I love it across the spectrum. I think it's just an amazing way to get really unique pieces. And for this video, I went to my favorite vintage shop called Relove right here in San Francisco. The owner, Delilah, has just the most amazing taste, and she kind of picks pieces that are high-end vintage all the way to kind of more modern, more fairly priced pieces and everything in between, and puts it together into this beautiful space. So for this video, I kind of categorized what I like to gravitate towards when I go thrifting and picked out specific pieces from her shop just to show y'all. So the first thing I look for when I go into a vintage shop are their vintage t-shirts. I'm such a sucker for vintage t-shirts. I love them so much. I just feel like you can dress them up and down and you can wear them all the time. And at Relove, she had an amazing selection of men's and women's shirts. And I got this Harley Davidson tank. I actually don't have a tank like this yet, and I think it's pretty common in vintage shops to find shirts like this, but I feel like this is an amazing piece to have. I think it's very versatile. You can wear it in the daytime just with jeans or shorts, or you can wear it at nighttime with like a little cover up on top. I feel like these pieces are kind of timeless in a way, and you can't go wrong with rocking a cool t-shirt. On the same tip as like t-shirts and casual wear, the next section that I look at is the men's section. And a lot of times when I go thrifting, maybe half the time I end up with just stuff from the men's section. I think it's the kind of thing where it's like you can buy a men's t-shirt and really modify it to be your own. So at her shop, I actually found this really awesome t-shirt. It's a He-Man shirt. And I remember actually growing up, my cousin, who is like my older brother, he loved He-Man. He has all the He-Man figurines, so I thought this shirt was just so awesome. And on the back it actually says Conan the Bronze God, like somebody actually put it on there themselves. And I don't know, is He-Man the same as Conan? I didn't think so, but maybe they are. Anyways, I mean, this is why I love vintage shops so much and I love thrifting so much, is because you'd never be able to find a piece like this just in a regular store, you know? So I just love this t-shirt. I can't wait to start wearing it. My next stop is the nightwear slip section. At Delilah's shop, I found this beautiful slip. It actually fits me better than any vintage slip I've ever encountered. I'm really happy about it. For me, fitting is kind of unusual because I do have like larger breasts for my frame, so it's difficult for me to find a slip that doesn't just like suffocate me up there. So this one actually fits me really well. I don't know really why I have this weird obsession with slips. I honestly don't wear them too much. Sometimes I wear it around the house or to bed, but in reality I don't wear them like for their real purpose, which is underneath dresses. I think maybe it's just because when I was growing up I would always see all my mom's slips hanging in her closet, and I just thought they were just so beautiful and classy, so there's a place for slips in my heart. Usually right near the slips are the cover-ups and the robes, and I do have an unusual collection of these as well. And at Delilah's shop I found this amazing howdy. I believe that's a correct terminology for this specific piece. So what's really amazing about this piece is that it's not only beautiful the correct way, but if you turn it inside out, the lining is even more beautiful than the outside. So I'm really hyped that I found this piece actually, because it's just so amazing. So after looking at cover-ups, I will tend to gravitate towards the fur and leather section. And I know this is a very controversial topic. I've spoken about it before. I just want to make it clear once more that I never buy new fur. I only buy fur if it is vintage or used, and I think that the reason why I have a special place in my heart for this as well also stems back to my childhood. My parents lived in Canada for a long time, so my mom had a lot of fur coats, because if there are blizzards and whatnot going on, they didn't have the technology back then for like the puffy jackets I guess that we have now and North Face and whatnot. So in her closet she had a few leftover coats, these beautiful minks, and I loved going through her old photo albums and seeing pictures of her in these very luxurious coats. So I think that's really why I do love the look of fur so much. I don't buy fur often. I just want to say that as well. I don't have like a ton of pieces. The piece I got at Relove is this amazing leather fringy bolo. I believe you call this a bolo as well, just like a bolo tie. It's pretty awesome. It is amazing, fringy, super western, and it's a very playful piece. That's really something that I look for when I go thrifting, are playful pieces, pieces that will make me smile throughout the night when I'm wearing it, and also make somebody else go like, whoa, like that's pretty awesome, that's cool, you know? So I really love this piece, and it was money well spent. The last section I go to is the shoe section, and I know you might be thinking, that's kind of gross. And sometimes it is kind of gross, so you just have to have good judgment, I guess. I kind of gravitate towards like boots and stuff when I am thrifting or at vintage shops, and the shoes I got at Relove are these sick Harley Davidson shoes. Look at them. Aren't they cool? I'm pretty sure they're steel-toed. They're super heavy, actually. I really like them. I've already worn them a couple times. I feel pretty badass in them. I think the grand theme of this video is if you find a piece that's funny or playful or interesting or weird and you like it, then go for it. I think fashion is all about self-expression and putting your mood or how you feel or your personality on your body. I think that's really it, and I think it's awesome. I think I just got really deep in a thrifting video. But it is what it is. I actually really enjoyed creating this video for y'all. I really like thinking about my thought process, you know, like when I walk into a store and kind of what I gravitate towards, and I hope y'all enjoyed it as well. If you like this video, please give me a big thumbs up. If you have Instagram, you can find me at Soothingsista, and I'll see ya in the next one. Bye! Video, I went to my favorite vintage shop called Relove right here in San Francisco. The owner Delilah has just